I'm willing to bet you're a huge fan of driving around aimlessly looking for a zone that's not operating, right? Wrong. I hate doing that too, which is why I use my multimeter, like the one sitting right here, every single time I start an inspection. Why? Because I'm gonna go through each one of those circuits. What do I mean by circuits? I'm talking about those wires down there that are attached to the zones or the valves in the field. Circuits equal zones, they're the same thing. I'm gonna use my multimeter and do a continuity test on all of those circuits. And if one or two of those circuits are showing me that they're no good, well, guess what? I'm not gonna turn them on and drive around aimlessly looking for them, because I know from doing this test that they're not gonna work. Let me show you what this test looked like. As you can see, we have our Tempo 360B multimeter set to the ohm setting. That's the omega symbol right there. We have the black lead tucked under the common wire, leaving my right hand free to use the red lead to do the ohms testing. This particular meter and some other ones on the market also do this, but you'll see that little, kind of hard to see actually, it's gonna make an audible noise when we have a good circuit like so. Go ahead and touch one lead to the other just to make sure everything is working. Now, I can use that audible noise to quickly go through each one of these circuits, and if I don't hear that beep, that means that circuit's not going to work. This is just a very quick test. We can go through and actually take a look at the reading itself, and a 33.2 reading is a good reading. It's within the 20 to 60 range. We know that that's gonna work. That circuit should turn on the valve. Now, if the valve is manually closed by the flow control, well, then the valve won't open, but it will electrically open the solenoid. So we'll go ahead and test all of these. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, sorry, 7's on the bottom here. 8, 9, 10 is a bad circuit. So by doing this test, I now know that zone 10 will not work when I go through the system. I'm not about to go drive in circles all around this arena looking for zone 10, even though I have it on a map and I do know where it's at. But in the event that I didn't know where zone 10 was, I wouldn't turn that zone on and start driving around looking for it. I know from doing this test that zone 10, wherever it went, doesn't have good continuity. So it's not going to start that solenoid, so that zone won't open. If you perform this test before each inspection, you will not drive yourself crazy. Take my word for it. All right, on to the next one.